understand how to simplify powers of powers. For example, let me get a very simple example. So 2 to the power 3, the whole thing to the power 5. So if you get this one, the answer would be 2 to the power 15. So you will directly multiply the power. And if you have another one, 5x3 to the power 2. So now you can see inside the bracket you have two terms, 5 and x to the power 3. So this would be 5 to the power 1. So 1 is multiplied with 2 as well as 3 is multiplied with 2. So 5, 2 and x6 would be the answer. So finally it would be 25x6. Now, if you have a question like this, u2 to the power 4, and then you have 7 u3 to the power 2. So how to get this answer? So now powers to power. So u to the power 8 times 7 raised to the power 2, and then u raised to the power 6. So you can see here you have 1. 1 is multiplied by 2, it's going to be 2. 3 is multiplied by 6, it's going to be 6. Now, then you can see the addition rule. So we will organize these terms in this way: u to the power 8 times u to the power 6. So you can see this addition. So the same base, powers are additive. So 7 to the power 2, u to the power 8 plus 6 is going to be 14. So the answer would be 49 u14. So that would be the answer. And then if you have a question like this, now a very simple question again: 5x to the power 5, the whole thing to the power 4. So you have 1 over here. So 1 is multiplied with 4. So 5 raised to the power 4. 5 is going to multiply with 4. So x raised to the power 20. So that would be 5 to the power 4 is going to be 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. If you want to solve it in that way. So this is going to be 25. This is going to be 25. So altogether it's going to be 625 x to the power 20. Or you can keep this as the answer. So another example, if you have x to the power 3, the whole thing to the power 2, multiplied with 5 to the x to the power 5, the whole thing to the power 3. So this is x. Now you can simplify this: x to the power 6 times x to the power 15. So you will multiply the powers here. Then you can see the additive rule, same base here. So x 6 plus 15, and it's going to be x 21, and that would be the answer to that question. Now, if you have another question similar to that, which is 2k to the power 4, the whole thing raised to the power 2, multiplied with 5k raised to the power 5, the whole thing raised to the power 3. Now you can see here the 2 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1. So all the terms are multiplying with 2. So 2 to the power 2, k to the power 8, multiplied with 5 to the power 3, k to the power 15. Now we will organize the terms here. So 2 to the power 2 times 5 to the power 3, numbers first, and then k to the power 8 times k to the power 15. So now if you look at these two, same way, so we are going to use the additive rule, which is k to the power 23 here. And if you want, you can simplify this, or you can keep it. So I will keep it, 5 to the power 3. So this would be very easy to simplify if you have numbers. Now another example with division. Now if you have p to the power 7, the whole thing to the power 2, divided by p to the power 3 raised to the power 2. So we use the same rule here. So p to the power 14 divided by p to the power 6. So now we can use the division rule. So p 14 minus 6, it's going to be p to the power 8. And that's the answer to that particular question. Now, further, we can do this question. 2p to the power 5 raised to the power 3 divide by 2 to the power 2 and p to the power 2. So in this case, we can multiply 2 by 3. So it's going to be 2 raised to the power 3, p raised to the power 15, power of power, 2 to the power 2, p raised to the power 2. Now you can see we can use the division rule here. So 2, 3 minus 1 multiplied with p 15 minus 2. We're using the division rule. So the answer would be 2 times 2 to the power 1, essentially 2 times p raised to the power 13. And that would be the answer to that question. Now, going further, we can discuss this question. 3x squared, the whole thing raised to the power 10, divided by x to the power 3 raised to the power 2. Now you have 1 over here, so 3 raised to the power 10, x raised to the power 20 divided by x raised to the power 6. So you can keep 3 raised to the power 10 because that's going to be a humongous value. Then you can look into the same basis and you can do the division. So that would be x 20 minus 6. So 3 to the power 10 times x to the power 14. That would be the answer to that question. And here I'm discussing many variations so that you will learn better. So if you have q to the power 2, the whole thing raised to the power 10, divided by q raised to the power 3, the whole thing raised to the power 6. Now this would be q to the power 20 divided by q to the power 18. So now you can see the division rule. So it's going to be 20 minus 18, and that would be q2. So if you are not familiar with the division and the addition rule, so I have another video, so you better watch that before you come to this. So I hope this will be it. And if you have any questions,